DESIblitz.com.
I learned a bunch of instruments as I was growing up, guitar, piano, some tabla, some sitar, some flute, as my dad also plays a few of those. And I think over the years I've really come to like the keyboard and just different kinds of like keyboards and just being a keyboardist, because I think I can sort of use that instrument in multiple ways. I think as far as artists who have influenced me, I feel like growing up I've heard a lot of Ghazals and a lot of like old Bollywood music with my dad, and which I know is an inspiration for a lot of Indian musicians. But I have especially spent so much time just in cars with my father and just listening to those sort of cassettes again and again. And I know that in a lot of my arrangements, those kind of influences really come through, especially in terms of vocal melodies. I love the fact that these old songs had so much focus on vocals and just again emoting through vocals, and that's exactly what I like to go for in my music too. Instead of curating sounds and samples that just sound good together, I like to also think, or rather invest a lot of time in, deciphering what kind of emotion is coming across. What kind of mood is it creating? What kind of vibe is it creating for those who are listening? What impact would it have for somebody who's listening to my music? So it's very, there's a lot of like focus and attention put to not just the mix, not just the arrangement, but also the overall picture and what does it really say. I definitely feel that men are booked more for a lot of these club gigs than women are. I feel like even as a woman, if you want to get booked for playing a certain type of gigs, then you have to present a certain kind of image, you have to look a certain way, you have to play a certain kind of music, and it's just, there are already so many set stereotypes in the industry. So I'm hoping that would change sometime soon. I also feel like as a woman, you're sort of almost assumed, or it's almost assumed, or you're expected to sort of do certain things like sing. I mean, I do sing, but then I also love doing gigs where I show up and I do not sing and I do not play any of this like singer-songwriter kind of material. In fact, I'll just play completely the opposite. I'll play like a very hardcore dance music set for an hour. And I feel like, those assumptions these assumptions about women need to stop. Another thing that can change is just this, this involving women just for the sake of it. I feel like in some producer list or in some sort of festival, or we don't have enough female artists, so let's just get them in. I feel like if we really want to include women more, it has to happen more at the ground level, where they are not being encouraged enough to sort of enter the industry in the first place. That's where we need the funds, that's where we need the help, that's where we need the resources. First of all, just invest as much time as you can in learning as much as you can. I can't emphasize enough on this. And not just for women, honestly, but for everyone, that like, if you want to be good at what you do, please make sure you learn and spend enough time practicing it. Only then can you really be taken seriously, or rather only then can you go really further. And I'm hoping that happens for everyone, who's watching this. And but especially to budding women artists, I want to say, don't overthink it. Don't second guess everything. If something feels right to do, something feels good to you, just do it. Nobody knows what they're doing, honestly. Like, they are all figuring it out as they're going. It's just but people like to sort of put on this facade where they like to pretend that they're absolutely masters of what they're doing, and maybe in some way they are, but like, if you just keep at it, you'll get there. You will get there, I promise you. Just please don't hold yourself back.
Take the time to make me say I will love you always.
I feel like at least in 2021, what I want to achieve is that I want to diversify the kind of live acts and the kind of discography that I have. Instead of just releasing music or albums or EPs, I want to sort of move more towards mixed media, transmedia, collaborating with all kinds of artists beyond just music and just the traditional visuals. I want to create an experience for my audience which they haven't seen before, not just from me, but maybe even from anyone else. I feel excited, of course, but more than that, I'm so happy that I'm able to share my sound with a whole different audience. Like, this is an opportunity I've not had before. This will be technically my first international festival, and I feel extremely lucky that I get to do it. At this time of the year, especially when, I feel like artists like me can really use the push, and can really use the visibility that comes with a platform like this. Because of COVID, we're not able to play too often. So this really helps, and this really feels good.